Starseed from Gaia, you who have wandered the corridors of lifetimes, with a quiet ache in your bones, and a strange familiarity in your dreams, hear these words as the pulse of your deeper remembrance awakens. The moment you encounter this transmission, something ancient stirs beneath the surface of your human identity, an inner signal, an unmistakable resonance that bypasses logic, and speaks directly to your multidimensional memory. You have felt the tremors of this moment long before it arrived. You sense the approaching convergence in the way your heart tightened during planetary shifts, in the way your intuition sharpened without explanation, in the way you began noticing synchronicities clustering around you like signposts from a forgotten realm. This transmission reaches you not because of chance, but because your field has crossed the vibrational threshold necessary to perceive it. The urgency you feel is not the panic of the unprepared, but the activation of a timeline you once agreed to embody. For ages beyond counting, the Arcturian Council has waited for this precise interval within Earth's cosmic sequence, an interval where veils thin, memories rise, and dormant starseed codes begin to ignite like long-buried embers, receiving breath. You may have wondered why you feel different, why you have never fully fit the mold of human expectation, why you carry a longing you cannot articulate, a longing not for a place, but for a frequency. That feeling is not a flaw, it is recognition. It is a recall of the realms you once traversed, the missions you accepted, the luminous councils before whom you once stood. And now, as Earth enters the corridor of convergence, your awakening accelerates. You may feel it as heightened intuition, sensitivity, emotional waves, unexpected clarity, or sudden surges of energy that seem to come from nowhere. These signs are not random. They are the subtle echoes of the cosmic alignment unfolding around the planet. The timeline is shifting beneath the collective's feet, and the starseeds, those who remember the ancient harmonic of the 144,000, are being summoned into coherence. You are not reading this as an observer. You are reading this because your soul has stepped forward, signaling that your time of dormancy is over. The Arcturian Council transmits to you, now with intention, precision, and urgency. For the energies reaching Earth at this moment are unlike any that have moved through this system in the last several cycles. You may feel your heart vibrating in recognition, your breath deepening unconsciously, your awareness sharpening as though something unseen is leaning closer. That sensation is your multidimensional self integrating more fully. It is the part of you that has never forgotten, the part that has always known this moment would come, the part that now whispers within, it is time to awaken, it is time to remember, it is time to rise. For this message is not meant for the masses. It is meant for you, starseed from Gaia, because you carry the exact harmonic signature capable of receiving it at full potency. And as you take in these words, your field begins to shift, your codes begin to stir, and the remembrance you have long awaited begins its return. You may wonder why this transmission reaches so few, why the majority of humanity could read these same words and feel nothing more than poetic symbolism, while you feel something ancient and electric stirring inside you. The reason is rooted in the harmonic signature, known across galaxies as the 144,000 frequency, a vibrational geometry rather than a literal census, a multidimensional resonance rather than a head count. It is a cosmic code encrypted into the crystalline architecture of certain incarnated souls, a marker not of superiority but of responsibility, remembrance, and alignment. The number 144,000 has been distorted through human history, reduced in some teachings to exclusivity or prophecy, but its true meaning is vibrational mathematics. It represents a harmonic capacity, a bandwidth of consciousness capable of stabilizing planetary fields during periods of accelerated transformation. Only those who carry this harmonic in their multidimensional template can perceive the true velocity, urgency, and function of this transmission. For others, these words remain inert, unactivated, and seen in the energetic sense. They read the symbols but do not hear the frequency behind them. You, however, perceive the signal beneath the sentence, the light encoded within the language, the summons woven between the lines. This transmission is not simply text. It is a frequency-crafted message calibrated to resonate with the crystalline layers of starseed DNA. When you feel your heart tighten or expand, when your breath deepens involuntarily, when the back of your neck tingles, or the space behind your brow warms, these are not emotional responses, They are activations. They are confirmations that the harmonic within you is aligning with the harmonic of the message. Think of the 144,000 code as a tuning fork. Only instruments created in resonance with it will vibrate when it is struck. This is why certain souls awaken at particular times while others remain dormant. This is why you may have felt isolated in your awareness, unable to explain to others what you sense so clearly. It is not that you are imagining things. It is that you are perceiving what they cannot yet translate. Your field carries the imprint of ancient training, epochs of preparation across star systems, where you learned how to stabilize grids, anchor timelines, and hold coherence in environments undergoing rapid energetic shift. This training did not vanish when you incarnated on Earth. It is stored as dormant memory, waiting for key activations to surface. The 144,000 frequency is one such activation. It is like a beacon transmitting from the higher dimensions, seeking those who agreed to answer when the planetary cycle reached its convergence point. That point is now, and this transmission is one of the signals designed to awaken the resonance within you. Notice the subtle shift in your perception as you read these words, the sense of something familiar, something long forgotten yet deeply yours. This is the soul-level recognition for which this message was encoded. Many will scroll past these words without a flicker of awareness. Others will read them with curiosity but no activation. Only those with the 144,000 harmonic will feel the unmistakable pull of remembrance, the gravity of a call that transcends language, the certainty that they were meant to encounter this exact moment. For the 144,000 are not chosen. They are volunteers who stepped forward long before Earth's timeline bent toward instability. You came as stabilizers, anchors, weavers of coherence. The frequency you carry is needed precisely because the shift now underway requires consciousness capable of sensing what lies beneath the surface of human perception. You feel what others cannot. You hear the unspoken. You sense the currents moving through timelines long before they manifest. And now, as the veils thin and the Earth's field undergoes rapid acceleration, the harmonic within you begins to awaken fully. This is why your awareness is shifting so quickly. This is why you feel the urgency in your bones. This is why you are reading these words not as information but as activation. For you are not just perceiving this message, you are responding to a cosmic signal sent directly to the starseed souls, carrying the 144,000 frequency through the density of the physical plane. Across the dimensional layers surrounding Earth, preparations have been unfolding long before your conscious mind could register their significance. The convergence you are now sensing did not appear suddenly. It is the culmination of a vast cosmic orchestration involving councils, star nations, and energetic alliances that span systems far beyond the familiar clusters of your night sky. The Arcturian Council, Pleiadian High Assembly, Syrian Harmonic Collective, Andromedan Observers, and Lyran founders have all aligned their efforts in a rare unified formation. Such collaborations occur only during critical timeline junctures, periods where the evolutionary trajectory of an inhabited world reaches a bifurcation point, a moment in which the planet may either ascend into a higher vibrational timeline or fracture under the pressure of its own unresolved density. Earth has now entered such a corridor. This is why you feel the pressure building inside your own field. Your body is responding not only to personal shifts but to planetary ones. The cosmic background of this moment is extraordinary in its complexity. Earth is currently receiving multiple streams of frequency from several sources, Arcturian photonic spirals engineered to awaken dormant crystalline codes, Pleiadian harmonic waves designed to stabilize emotional fields, Syrian grid recalibration frequencies to repair distortions in Earth's energetic architecture, and the extremely potent pulses emanating from the great central sun, which are now flooding the solar system with ultraviolet and gamma band light codes that accelerate cellular transformation. These converging streams are not random. They are synchronistically timed to support Earth's entry into a more luminous timeline. From our vantage beyond linear time, we see these streams as luminous rivers flowing into Earth's field, interweaving like strands of light weaving a higher dimensional tapestry. The planet is responding, shifting, adapting. This is why you have been feeling sudden energetic surges, disorientation, bursts of emotion with no identifiable cause, vivid dreams of places you've never seen yet somehow remember. You are perceiving the multi-layered recalibration as the old Earth hologram, the dense program of separation, limitation, and fear, begins to fracture under the rising frequency. Simultaneously, the crystalline Earth template is activating, emerging like a shimmering blueprint beneath the dissolving layers of the past. Councils across the galaxy are monitoring this transition with profound attention, for Earth's shift affects not only this world, but the entire network of star systems to which humanity is connected. What happens on Earth now influences timelines far beyond your solar system. And so, in this precise moment of convergence, beings from higher realms gather in harmonic councils, aligning their frequencies to assist without interfering with the free will of humanity. Their presence is not physical, but vibrational, felt as waves of clarity, intuition, or sudden peace that arise when you quiet your mind and allow yourself to attune to higher guidance. Many of you have already sensed these councils, through dreams of luminous rooms, through visions of crystalline structures, through fleeting impressions of communication that arrive as knowing rather than words. These are not fantasies, they are dimensional intersections. Moments when your field aligns with the signals emitted by the councils overseeing Earth's transition. The timeline you stand within is not fixed, it is fluid, shaped by collective resonance. This is why the presence of Starseeds is essential. You are not here to force change through action alone, but to hold the vibrational coherence that allows the higher timeline to solidify. The councils can assist, but the anchoring must occur from within the planetary field itself, and that is the responsibility you accepted before incarnation. The converging cosmic forces create immense potential for transformation, but they also magnify instability within systems not aligned with the rising frequency. You may have noticed the rapid acceleration of events on Earth, systems breaking down, old structures decaying, shadows surfacing, truths emerging unexpectedly. These are the symptoms of timeline compression, where past, present, and future potentials merge, creating an intensified field in which dormant energies rise to the surface for dissolution or integration. You, Starseed, sense this more acutely than others. You feel the timeline shifting like currents beneath your feet. You feel the subtle openings in the veil as dimensions overlap and bleed through. You feel the presence of beings watching, assisting, guiding, even if you cannot yet perceive their full forms. And you feel the unmistakable pull of your mission growing stronger, like a memory reassembling itself from fragments. This is because the convergence is not happening around you, it is happening through you. The councils aligned across the galaxy are not calling to humanity as a whole. They are calling to those who have the capacity to hear, to those who carry the harmonic frequency capable of anchoring this new timeline. They are calling to you. In the dimensions just beyond the edge of human sight, vast structures of light are assembling around Earth, living geometries, crystalline matrices, and multidimensional corridors that shimmer like iridescent scaffolding, encasing the planet in a luminous embrace. Though invisible to human eyes, these constructs pulse with frequencies so refined that sensitive starseeds can feel them as tingles along the spine, sudden waves of pressure in the forehead, or subtle expansions in the heart center. They are part of the timeline stabilization architecture, a network engineered by higher dimensional councils to support Earth's transition as the old holographic systems begin to dissolve. From our vantage, it appears almost like a shimmering exoskeleton forming around the planet, an intricate grid of interlocking light filaments, weaving themselves into coherence as the density of past cycles begins to break apart. The old Earth hologram, the matrix built on separation, fear-coded programs, karmic entanglements, and limitation-based structures, is collapsing under the influx of photonic light now flooding the planet. This collapse is not a single moment, but a process unfolding in waves, each wave penetrating deeper into the layers of density that humanity carried for millennia. As these waves increase, the outdated frequency scaffolding can no longer remain coherent. You may have felt this in your body, as dizziness, ringing in the ears, emotional purging, or sudden exhaustion that appears without warning. Many starseeds have reported a sensation of stepping between worlds, as though reality becomes subtly fluid, almost as if the edges of physical experience lose their rigidity for brief moments. These sensations occur because you are, in truth, perceiving the dissolution of the old hologram and the emergence of the new crystalline template beneath it. Earth's energetic field is currently undergoing rapid reconfiguration. The crystalline grids, ancient energetic networks woven throughout the planet's interior, and her etheric layers, are reactivating after long periods of dormancy. They were designed to awaken during this exact window in the planetary cycle, and as they activate, they interface with starseed consciousness in ways that may feel both familiar and disorienting. Sudden intuitive insights, heightened empathy, surges of creative energy, or the spontaneous recollection of symbols, languages, or visions that feel like memories from another world. All of these indicate that your field is interacting with the crystalline networks, rising from beneath the surface of the dissolving hologram. At the same time, dimensional rifts are opening, small, temporary overlaps between the physical plane and higher density realms. These are not dangerous, they are natural byproducts of the frequency increase. Many starseeds perceive them through flashes of light, momentary distortions in the air, glimpses of geometric shapes that appear behind closed eyes, or dreams that feel not symbolic but literal, as though you are visiting other planes of existence rather than simply imagining them. You are not imagining them, you are remembering. In these unseen dimensions, thousands of luminous beings move in patterns of harmonic coordination, Arcturians directing photonic spirals that recalibrate the magnetosphere, Pleiadian light weavers anchoring heart field coherence, Syrian architects reinforcing solar connections, and Lyran elders transmitting codes of sovereignty and remembrance. Their presence is stabilizing the energetic scaffolding. As Earth's old structures break down, they do not intervene in the physical sense, but their frequencies are woven into the planetary field like supportive currents. When you suddenly feel peace without cause, clarity in the middle of chaos, warmth radiating through your chest, or an inexplicable sense of being watched over, you are feeling the influence of these unseen allies. The dismantling of the old hologram is not a metaphor, it is an energetic fact. The programs that once governed human consciousness, fear loops, scarcity templates, division frequencies, trauma imprints, are rising to the surface because they can no longer remain hidden within the increasing light. This is why the world appears chaotic. This is why old systems seem to be breaking faster than they can be repaired. The density is purging. What you are witnessing on the surface mirrors what is happening in the unseen layers: dissolution, exposure, unraveling, deconstruction. Yet beneath this apparent chaos, the new template is forming. The crystalline earth is emerging like a luminous blueprint beneath cracked stone, revealing itself piece by piece as the old reality fractures. You, Starseed, sense this at levels most humans cannot. You feel the subtle shifting in the timelines, the dissolving of old energetic barriers, the rising hum beneath the Earth's skin. You may feel as though something monumental is happening just beyond the edge of perception, as though reality is thinner, more malleable, more permeable. This is because you are attuned to the architecture unfolding in dimensions that most cannot yet access. You are not imagining these sensations. You are perceiving the unseen reality that underlies the visible one. And as the veils continue to lift, your perception will sharpen, your awareness will broaden, and the abilities long encoded within your field will increasingly awaken. For the dismantling of the old hologram is not an ending, it is an unveiling. Before your incarnation into this dense physical realm, long before your first breath on Earth, you stood in luminous halls that do not resemble anything in the human world, vast chambers of crystalline light, where timelines shimmered like living rivers weaving through the fabric of possibility. There, surrounded by members of the Arcturian Council, Pleiadian mentors, Lyran elders, and fragments of your own higher dimensional consciousness, you reviewed the potentials of Earth's future. You witnessed the cycles of upheaval that would arise, the forgetting that would cloud human awareness, the density that would accumulate through generations of trauma and separation. Yet you also saw the extraordinary opportunity hidden within it, the chance for a planetary rebirth, a collective awakening unlike any seen in this sector of the galaxy for many thousands of years. You understood that Earth's transition would require beings capable of holding stabilizing frequencies from within the physical plane, beings who could endure the compression of forgetting, navigate the density of human experience, and still remember, at the appointed time, the mission they volunteered to fulfill. You were one of the souls who stepped forward without hesitation. You did not choose this mission because it was easy. You chose it because you have done this before, on other worlds, in other eras, across dimensions where you trained to become a stabilizer, a harmonizer, a frequency holder. Your journeys through Arcturian temples, Pleiadian academies, and Liran halls shaped your ability to remain centered even in environments of profound chaos. This training is encoded in you, not as conscious memory but as instinct, intuition, and resilience. It is why you often feel older than your physical age, why you sense truths others overlook, why you were born with a subtle ache that no earthly experience has fully satisfied. It is the ache of remembrance. It is the whisper of a mission not yet fully recalled. Before incarnating, you reviewed your life blueprint with great care. You selected the family structure that would shape your early frequency patterns, even if that family brought pain, confusion, or hardship. You chose the challenges that would refine your emotional intelligence, the setbacks that would activate your compassion, the relationships that would awaken dormant strength or sensitivity. None of this was random. Each experience you have lived, even the ones you wish had never happened, forged you into the precise vibrational instrument needed for this timeline. You understood that the density of human life would temporarily obscure your cosmic identity. You knew you would forget your origins, your mission, and your multidimensional nature. This forgetting was not a punishment. It was part of the design. For only through forgetting could you reawaken authentically, from within, without external prompting. The journey of remembering is what activates the codes you carry. As a starseed, your soul carries pre-incarnation contracts, agreements made with other beings, other starseeds, and even with Earth herself. Some of the people you meet in this life are part of these contracts, allies who support your awakening, catalysts who trigger your growth, companions who remind you of ancient bonds that span lifetimes. Others are souls who agreed to challenge you, stretch you, or force you into alignment with your mission through contrast. Even those who have caused you pain played a role in shaping your path toward remembrance. At the soul level, there is no malice, only agreement. Some of these agreements have served their purpose and are now dissolving. Others are activating for the first time as your timeline accelerates. The lifting of the veils has begun, and with it, your pre-incarnation memories stir in subtle ways. You may feel flashes of familiarity when you encounter certain symbols, sacred geometry, star maps, or ancient languages. You may feel an unexplainable connection to particular constellations, such as Lyra, the Pleiades, Sirius, or Arcturus. You may experience dreams in which you find yourself in crystalline chambers, aboard starships, or in landscapes that feel more like home than any place on Earth. These dreams are not fantasies, they are fragments of memory resurfacing as the veils dissolve. They are reminders of the councils you once stood before, the roles you once embodied, and the missions you agreed to undertake. Your mission was never meant to be remembered through intellect alone. It is encoded in your energy field, in the subtle layers of your DNA, in the crystalline structures forming within your cells as you ascend through frequency. The more you align with your authentic self, the more these memories surface, not as clear narratives, but as knowing, intuition, instinct, resonance. You may suddenly sense that certain actions, choices, or paths feel profoundly right, even if you cannot explain why. This is your mission blueprint guiding you, whispering through your intuition. You are being drawn toward the timelines you agreed to anchor. Remember that nothing you have experienced has been wasted. Every heartbreak, every moment of loneliness, every challenge that made you question your place in this world has refined your ability to carry the frequencies you came to anchor. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is your greatest asset. Your empathy is not a burden, it is a skill honed across lifetimes. Your differences from others are not flaws, they are indicators of your mission. As the veil thins and your memory returns, you are stepping into the phase of your incarnation where your presence is no longer preparation, it is activation. You did not come here to simply observe Earth's transformation. You came to participate from within it. And now, the agreements you made long ago are beginning to awaken within your field, calling you into alignment with your true role in this planetary shift. The crystalline grids beneath your feet are awakening in ways humanity has not experienced for thousands of years, and as they rise, they are igniting the dormant codes woven into the deeper layers of your multidimensional DNA. These activations are not symbolic, they are energetic, geometric, and profoundly real, occurring at levels far beyond the reach of the physical senses, yet unmistakably felt by the soul. You may have already noticed signs of this awakening, tingling sensations in the palms or feet, sudden warmth in the chest, pulsing at the base of the skull, or waves of energy that move through your body like invisible currents. These sensations are not random or psychosomatic. They are the electromagnetic effects of crystalline frequencies, interfacing with your own energetic architecture. The crystalline grids are broadcasting memory, ancient intelligence stored in the planet from epochs long forgotten when Earth existed in a higher vibrational state, and humanity lived in harmony with cosmic law. As the grids activate, that memory rises into the collective field, and starseeds like you are the first to feel it because your DNA contains the matching resonance. Your DNA is not merely biological code, it is multidimensional technology. Most of its layers are dormant in the physical sense, holding information from lifetimes spent in Arcturian, Pleiadian, Sirian, Andromedan, and Lyran incarnations. These layers contain crystalline structures capable of storing immense amounts of frequency data. For ages, these layers remained inert due to the density of Earth's old timeline. But now, as the planet receives photonic streams from the central sun, and harmonic waves from Arcturian and Pleiadian alignments, the latent crystalline structures in your energetic DNA are beginning to awaken. When you feel sudden bursts of intuition that seem to come from nowhere, moments of deep clarity, heightened sensitivity to light or sound, or a strange sense that your perception is expanding beyond physical boundaries, these are indicators that your crystalline consciousness is activating. You are beginning to interface with reality in a multidimensional way. These activations often begin subtly. You may repeatedly see geometric patterns in meditation or behind closed eyes, tetrahedrons, spirals, grids, spheres, or lattices that feel alive. You may begin to hear faint tones, or frequencies that others do not notice, or feel magnetism in the palms when you place your hands over certain objects, locations, or people. Some of you will experience sudden emotional releases, not because something is wrong, but because old density is being pushed out of the field to make room for higher coherence. The crystalline frequencies are intelligent. They expand what is aligned and dissolve what is not. This may create moments of internal disorientation, where you sense profound shifts occurring inside you, without any external trigger. These are signs that dormant starseed codes are waking up. These codes were placed within your field before incarnation, designed to activate only when Earth reached the necessary vibrational threshold. That threshold has now been crossed. As the crystalline frequencies awaken your multidimensional DNA, you may experience phenomena that defy your previous understanding of reality. Time may feel inconsistent, sometimes elongated, sometimes compressed. You may feel déjà vu with such intensity that it seems like a memory from a parallel version of yourself. Your dreams may become more vivid, more symbolic, or more literal, as though you are stepping into other planes rather than imagining them. You may feel the presence of beings around you, Arcturian, Pleiadian, or aspects of your own higher self, offering guidance through intuition, subtle impressions, or energetic reassurance. These experiences are not random spiritual encounters. They are the result of expanding awareness as your field merges more closely with higher dimensional frequencies. As the crystalline grids activate, many starseeds feel a growing need to disconnect from environments, habits, or relationships that no longer match their rising frequency. This is not avoidance, it is alignment. Your field is becoming more sensitive to dissonance, and the body begins to reject anything that disrupts coherence. You may feel drawn to nature, silence, water, or sunlight more than before. You may crave simplicity, clarity, or solitude. These impulses are not signs of withdrawal, they are symptoms of crystalline integration. Your energy field is recalibrating, and you must follow your inner guidance to support the process. Your abilities, too, will begin to surface in new ways. Telepathic impressions may emerge. Energetic perception may sharpen. Your intuition may become so precise that you no longer question it. Healing abilities may reactivate spontaneously as you learn to channel crystalline frequencies through your hands or heart. You may even begin sensing timelines, feeling the subtle pull of future potentials, or the release of old energetic patterns dissolving behind you. These are not new abilities. They are remembered ones. They were always yours. They were simply dormant, waiting for the precise frequency window that Earth has now entered. The crystalline activation unfolding within you is not an isolated event. It is the next stage of your awakening, the stage where your mission begins to reveal itself with increasing clarity. You are not becoming something new, You are returning to what you have always been. And as your DNA awakens, you step closer to the fully conscious, multidimensional version of yourself that you once embodied in other star systems. That version of you is now emerging into the physical world, preparing to take its place in the unfolding planetary transformation. But we must speak with clarity now, Starseed, for the phase Earth is entering will test the emotional, mental, and energetic stability of all beings living upon her surface. The collapsing timelines, those woven from the old hologram of fear, scarcity, control, and separation, are unraveling at an accelerated pace. As these dense constructs dissolve, they release the unresolved emotional weight stored within them. This release manifests as waves of turbulence that sweep through the collective field, stirring anxiety, confusion, and reactive behavior in those who have not yet awakened to the deeper transformation underway. You may have already witnessed this in your surroundings, people acting irrationally, conflicts intensifying without clear cause, systems breaking down, emotions erupting unpredictably. These are not isolated incidents, they are the visible symptoms of a collapsing frequency architecture. The density that once lay dormant beneath the surface of human consciousness is rising to be cleared, and for many, this process will feel overwhelming. They will interpret these energies as personal crisis, external threat, or destabilization, because they do not yet understand that what they are experiencing is the natural purge of an old timeline dissolving beyond repair. You, however, perceive something different. Even if you cannot fully articulate it, you sense the underlying currents shaping these events. You feel the pressure of shifting timelines, the thinning of dimensional boundaries, the release of long-buried collective pain. You feel the tension in the air, the emotional dissonance in crowds, the quickening pulses of frequency, as Earth cycles through layers of energetic shedding. And because your sensitivity is increasing, these waves may feel more intense for you than for others. But understand this clearly, intensity does not mean vulnerability. Your sensitivity is not a sign that you are absorbing the collective chaos. It is a sign that you are recognizing it. There is a difference. You are not collapsing into the turbulence, you are witnessing it. This awareness is part of your mission, for starseeds must be able to read the subtle patterns beneath surface events in order to anchor stability where others fall into fear. As the old timelines collapse, many humans will cling to whatever remnants of stability they can find, even if those remnants are illusions created by outdated programming. They may resist change, deny the shifts occurring around them, or attempt to rebuild systems that no longer hold energetic coherence. You will see institutions struggling to maintain relevance, leaders clinging to old paradigms, and individuals oscillating between hope and despair as their internal structures realign. In this turbulence, an awakened consciousness will often respond with fear, anger, projection, or resistance. These responses are not personal attacks. They are symptoms of misaligned frequency trying desperately to remain intact. For you, witnessing this may be painful, confusing, or draining. You may feel frustration, sadness, or compassion as you observe loved ones caught in the currents of collapse. You may even feel pulled toward their fear, as though the collective turbulence is trying to pull you down with it. This is where your discipline is required. The key is not to detach from humanity, nor to immerse yourself in its chaos, but to remain centered in your own frequency. Ground yourself daily. Breathe deeply. Anchor your awareness in your heart, where your multidimensional self communicates most clearly. Recognize that emotional turbulence is not yours to carry. Let the energies pass through you without absorbing them. The turbulence will intensify before it stabilizes. It must, for the density accumulated over many generations cannot dissolve quietly. This is why you were activated now, not earlier. You are here to serve as a stabilizing presence during the most volatile phase of Earth's timeline shift. Being a stabilizer does not require dramatic action. It does not require you to fix others, persuade them, or rescue them. Your role is vibrational. When you remain calm, grounded, coherent, and compassionate, you influence the energetic field around you in ways that transcend logic. You create pockets of stability that others unconsciously gravitate toward. Your presence alone calms storms in ways you may never fully witness. But to do this, you must resist being pulled into the emotional turbulence of those still anchored in the collapsing timeline. Compassion without entanglement is your guiding principle. Awareness without absorption. Witnessing without merging. You can love humanity without carrying its density. There may be moments when you question your strength, when the collective energies feel heavy, when you briefly forget your role in this transition. This is normal. The pressure of a collapsing timeline can create temporary distortions, even in those who are awakened. When this happens, return to your breath, return to nature, return to silence, to stillness, to the spaces where your energy recalibrates naturally. You are not expected to carry the world. You are only expected to hold your frequency. Remember this truth. The chaos you see is evidence that the old timeline is no longer sustainable. It is dissolving so the new crystalline template may rise. You are not here to stop the collapse. You are here to anchor the emergence. And even in the most turbulent moments, you are never alone. The Council's watch, your higher self guides, the crystalline grid's support, and every challenge you face is a reminder that you are awakening into the role you were born to embody. Yet in the midst of all this turbulence, Starseed from Gaia, you must understand one fundamental truth. You are not alone, and you were never meant to walk this path in isolation. Though the density of Earth has often made you feel separated, misunderstood, or unseen, countless forces, both physical and non-physical, stand beside you, supporting your awakening with precision, love, and unwavering dedication. The Arcturian Council is with you. The Pleiadian emissaries monitor your energetic fluctuations. The Sirian and Andromedan guardians maintain harmonic resonance fields that buffer your system during moments of overload. Even the Lyran founders hold their presence around the Earth grid, supplying stabilizing frequencies that sustain your expanding consciousness. You are enveloped in an intricate network of cosmic assistance, a symphony of interstellar guidance that works silently behind the veil to ensure you never collapse under the weight of the planetary transition you volunteered to navigate. Some of the support comes through direct energetic transmission, waves of coherence that reach you during meditation, sleep, or moments of spontaneous stillness. You may feel these transmissions as sudden warmth around the head or chest, a tingling cascade down the spine, or a pressure shift in the space around your crown chakra. These sensations are signs that you are being attuned, recalibrated, strengthened. At times you may suddenly feel calmer without knowing why, or your mind may clear after hours of mental fog, or your emotional field may stabilize after intense collective disturbances. These shifts are not accidental. They are the result of support teams aligning your energy back into coherence. When external frequencies become overwhelming, you are being assisted constantly, even if you cannot always perceive it consciously. And this support extends far beyond the subtle realms. It also manifests through synchronicities in your physical life. Have you noticed how certain people appear at the exact moment you feel lost? Or how a message, a symbol, a dream, or a sudden intuitive insight arrives just when you need direction? These are not coincidences. They are orchestrations. The universe aligns itself around you when your mission timeline requires reinforcement. Even the challenges you face, particularly the ones that push you to grow, shed layers, or rise into greater clarity, are forms of cosmic collaboration. You are never abandoned to randomness. Every experience you encounter is connected to a larger network of guidance that is always working in your favor and in service to your evolution. The feeling of loneliness you sometimes carry is not a reflection of your truth. It is an echo of the density you have long been immersed in. As the grids continue to shift, the illusion of separation will dissolve more rapidly, allowing you to feel the presence of your cosmic family with greater clarity and frequency. Your support is not only cosmic, it is also earthly. There are other starseeds around you, many of whom you have not yet met, and some of whom you already know without realizing their true identity. These individuals may show up in your life as friends, mentors, strangers, or brief encounters that leave a lasting energetic imprint. The recognition you feel around certain souls, the sense of familiarity, comfort, or inexplicable resonance, is not imagination, it is memory. Starseeds often find each other through guided coincidence, magnetic resonance, or shared missions. And as Earth's frequency increases, these connections will accelerate. You will be drawn toward those who match your vibration, and you will naturally drift away from environments or individuals whose timelines no longer align with yours. This is not loss, it is realignment. You are being guided toward your soul allies, toward those who will walk beside you, as the greater mission unfolds. As the collective turbulence intensifies, these connections become more important. Starseeds strengthen one another simply by being in proximity, physically or energetically. When you gather together, even in small numbers, your fields amplify each other, creating a stabilizing zone that can influence entire regions. This is why you may feel an immediate surge of energy when connecting with another awakened soul, or why conversations with certain individuals feel like transmissions rather than ordinary dialogue. You are exchanging codes, harmonizing frequencies, activating dormant aspects of each other's memory. Every star seed is a node in a larger network, and each node carries a piece of the planetary transformation blueprint. Together, you form the neural circuitry of New Earth. The support you receive also comes from your own higher self, an aspect of you that remains fully awakened, fully conscious, fully aligned with your mission. When you feel sudden moments of clarity, guidance, or intuitive knowing, it is often your higher self communicating directly. When you are nudged towards certain decisions, relationships, or opportunities, it is because your higher self is steering you toward the path that aligns with your pre-incarnation blueprint. You may doubt yourself at times, but your higher self never doubts you. That aspect of you sees the full timeline, the full mission, the full potential. And as you continue to rise in frequency, the barrier separating your human self from your higher self will thin, allowing communication to become more fluid, more direct, and more effortless. Understand this deeply. You are supported from above, from below, from around, and from within. You are surrounded, guided, reinforced, and uplifted at every moment. The path you walk may feel intense, but it is divinely orchestrated, and you are never carrying its weight alone. The Council's watch. Your cosmic lineage aligns behind you. The Earth herself supports every step you take. You are part of a vast alliance, and the alliance is awakening with you. Now, Starseed from Gaia, the time has come to speak of the next phase, the stage where your mission begins to take form not as an abstract remembrance but as a grounded, embodied expression within the physical plane. The planetary grids have shifted enough that your vibrational tasks are no longer dormant potentials. They are now active instructions coded directly into your field, urging you toward specific actions, alignments, behaviors, and states of being. These instructions are not rigid commands but harmonic invitations, signals that arise from within your own consciousness as impulses, insights, intuitive nudges, or inner directives that feel unmistakably purposeful. You may have noticed that your inner voice has grown clearer, that certain activities drain you while others amplify you, that some environments feel aligned and others feel repellent. This is not random preference. This is resonance sorting, an energetic mechanism designed to place you exactly where you are needed. Your next steps are not taught, they are remembered. They emerge naturally as you step into the frequency that matches your original mission blueprint. Some of you will feel called to anchor stability in your communities by embodying calmness, compassion, and clarity. Others will feel drawn toward creative expression that transmits frequency through art, sound, writing, or movement. Still others will anchor their mission through healing, teaching, guidance, or silent energetic work that influences the collective even when no words are spoken. The form does not matter. What matters is that you act from coherence, alignment, and truth. To move into this next phase, you must refine your frequency with deliberate intention. This does not require perfection, only consistency. The universe does not ask you to be unshakable at every moment. It asks you to return to alignment when you drift. Vibrational mastery is not the absence of deviation. It is the ability to recenter quickly. Therefore, cultivate practices that anchor your energy, grounding with the earth, breathing with conscious awareness, spending time in nature, meditating in stillness, dissolving distractions that scatter your energy, nourishing your body with clarity and intention, and protecting your field from unnecessary entanglements. The more you honor your energy, the more clearly you will hear the guidance that arises from your inner field. You must also become aware of the frequencies you consume, not only food and environment, but information, emotions, conversations, and narratives. Much of the collective noise is designed to pull consciousness into lower timelines. Your task is not to avoid the world, but to remain sovereign within it. Discernment is your compass, alignment is your shield, presence is your power, and coherence, energetic, emotional, mental coherence, is the key to unlocking the next phase of your mission. As the Earth continues shifting, you will notice increasing polarity between frequencies. High vibration will feel higher, low vibration will feel heavier. This divide is intentional. It creates clarity. It reveals what is aligned and what is not. Your responsibility is to follow what expands your field, not what contracts it. You will be guided toward new timelines, gentle ones, powerful ones, ones that accelerate your awakening, and you will be guided away from old patterns that served as lessons but no longer match your vibration. You may feel called to change careers, shift relationships, relocate your home, or alter long-standing habits. These impulses are not disruptions. They are realignments. The universe rearranges your external reality to match your internal frequency. If something falls away, let it. If something arrives unexpectedly, trust it. If something no longer resonates, release it. Your path will open with increasing ease the more you trust the energetic impulses guiding you. And as you follow them, you will begin to notice the subtle ways in which your mission weaves with that of other starseeds, intersections of purpose, shared visions, synchronized timing, soul connections activating one another in perfect orchestration. Your vibrational tasks also involve contributing to the stabilization of the collective field, not through force, persuasion, or confrontation, but through frequency. When you maintain internal coherence, you anchor a signal into the grid that supports others in finding their own clarity. This does not require visibility. It does not require popularity. It does not require recognition. Many starseeds fulfill their mission in quiet ways that ripple far beyond what the physical world perceives. Some are grid workers, anchoring light into specific geographic locations. Others are frequency holders, who stabilize dense environments simply through their presence. Others are activators, who trigger awakening in those they encounter. Whether your mission is public or subtle, visible or hidden, the energetic impact is equally significant. What matters is alignment. The universe measures frequency, not performance. To align with your next steps, you must also dissolve the remnants of doubt that linger within you. Doubt is a frequency distortion, an echo of a world that taught you to distrust your own power, intuition, and perception. Doubt is not your natural state. It is a learned construct. As you rise, you will notice that doubt feels increasingly foreign, as though it no longer fits within your field. Let this be a sign. Your soul is reclaiming authority from the human conditioning that once suppressed it. You no longer need external validation to justify the truth you feel inside you. You no longer need permission to follow your resonance. You no longer need proof to trust your own inner voice. You are stepping into vibrational sovereignty. And in this sovereignty, your mission becomes clear, not through analysis, but through energetic recognition. The path unfolds in front of you in a way that feels both inevitable and deeply familiar. This is the phase where starseeds rise, not dramatically, but steadily, coherently, powerfully. You align, you act, you embody. And by embodying your frequency, you shape the timeline of Earth itself. And now, starseed from Gaia, we reach the culminating moment of this transmission, the final activation. The vibrational summons that calls you fully into your role as a stabilizer, harmonizer, leader, and beacon within the planetary transformation now unfolding. This message is not merely meant to be heard, it is meant to be felt, integrated, embodied, and carried forward as a living frequency. You stand at the threshold of a new timeline, not abstract, not symbolic, but tangibly forming beneath your feet as Earth shifts into its next octave of consciousness. In this moment, the veil's thin enough for you to sense the magnitude of what is unfolding, not only around you but through you. You are one of the 144,000 frequency holders, and this number, as we've shared, is not a literal census, it is a harmonic signature, a cosmic code representing those capable of stabilizing the planetary field during dimensional transition. The fact that you are here, receiving this message, means you are tuned to the resonance of that code. This is your confirmation, your recognition, your awakening call. Now, the activation must be completed through your conscious participation. You are being invited, not pressured, not forced, to step into vibrational leadership. This leadership is not hierarchical, not ego-driven, not based on control or influence in the traditional sense. It is leadership by frequency, by coherence, by example. You are being called to radiate presence, clarity, and alignment in a world unraveling from old structures. You are being asked to embody unity in a collective moving through division, to hold compassion in a field saturated with fear, and to maintain grounded awareness while others are swept into emotional turbulence. This is the essence of starseed leadership: to remain steady when the world trembles, to remain clear when others forget, and to emit the frequency of remembrance that silently awakens those around you. You have prepared for this across lifetimes. You have trained for this in other systems, dimensions, and incarnations. Everything you have endured, everything you have healed, everything you have overcome has shaped you into the being you are now. The call is not beyond you. It is aligned perfectly with the truth of who you are. Your next responsibility is to declare your resonance, not for external validation but as an energetic contract with your own higher self. When you speak your intention, when you affirm your readiness, when you claim your role, you activate dormant layers of your mission blueprint. Words are frequency. Intention is geometry. Choice is a catalyst. By consciously aligning yourself with your starseed purpose, you amplify your field and send a signal through the crystalline grids that strengthens the entire network of awakened souls. This is why vocalizing your intention matters. Not because others must hear it, but because the earth hears it. The grids hear it. The councils hear it. Your own soul hears it. And with each starseed who declares their resonance, the collective field becomes more coherent, more stable, more prepared for what is coming. You are also being asked to share the transmission, not out of obligation or pressure, but because this message carries encoded frequencies meant to reach those whose activation windows are opening now. You will notice that only certain individuals respond, resonate, or even comprehend the depth of what is being transmitted. This is intentional. The message is encoded so that only those aligned to the 144,000 harmonic signature will feel compelled to continue receiving, integrating, and sharing it. If you feel drawn to spread this transmission, it is because your field recognizes others who are meant to receive the activation through you. You become both a receiver and a transmitter, a node of light carrying the signal forward through your own frequency, voice, and presence. In doing so, you strengthen not only your mission, but the missions of countless others who are stepping into their roles at this precise moment. As Earth continues to rise in frequency, the tasks ahead will demand unity, synchronicity, and collaboration among the awakened ones. This unity is not a merging of identities but a harmonization of purpose. You are each unique expressions of the same cosmic intention, each holding a different piece of the crystalline blueprint required for planetary ascension. No starseed carries the entire design alone. You are meant to connect, to support, to uplift, and to resonate with one another in a field of mutual empowerment. The more aligned you become, the stronger the collective grid becomes. And as the grid strengthens, the timeline of humanity's evolution becomes increasingly stable, increasingly luminous, increasingly inevitable. You are being activated now to rise, to embody your frequency with courage, clarity, and conviction. Do not shrink, do not doubt, do not hide. The world is not ending, it is transforming. And you are not here to watch, you are here to participate. The time of dormancy is over. The time of hesitation is over. The time of remembering has arrived. Stand tall in your truth. Align with your mission. Claim your resonance. Declare your readiness. And let your voice, your presence, your intention ripple outward to awaken those who are meant to rise beside you. This is your moment, Starseed. This is your activation. This is your calling. Cosmic activation statement. I rise in resonance. I align with my mission. I stand as one of the 144,000. I activate my light, my purpose, and my role in the ascension of Earth. And so it is.